Hi Megan, my name is Caroline and I'm going to be your nurse today. I'm a nursing student at LR and I'm going to assess your chest. Is that alright if I do so?
Yes.
Have you had any respiratory problems?
No.
Any pneumonia?
No.
Okay. So first I'm going to look at your breathing rate. I'm going to look at your respirations. So I would pretend I'm checking his pulse, and then I would look at his shoulders to see if they're moving up and down, and that's how you check for respirations. And you do it for a minute, but like you could multiply 15 seconds by 4, so I'm just going to do 15 seconds and then multiply it by 4. So he's got 5 respirations in 15 seconds, so 5 times 4 is 20, and that's what he would have per minute. And then I would look for the pattern of his breathing. It is regular, it's not sporadic. And then I would look at the depth of his breathing. It's not shallow, it's pretty deep, but it's not too deep, it's normal. And then I would look at the type of breathing. So he's breathing from his abdomen. Not too much though, but pretty even normal breathing. And then I would look at his posture. So his posture, he seems to be sitting upright. He's not hunching over, so his back isn't very hunched. And then I would look at the contour. So this is the interior to posterior diameter and transverse. So would you lift your arms? This is the anterior and this is the posterior. So his interior to posterior diameter should be half of the transverse, and it is. So there's no abnormalities. And then I would look at the symmetry of his chest. So one side isn't like different than the other, they're symmetrical. And then I would look for the movement. So when he breathes, one side doesn't, they're both symmetrical in breathing, they're bilateral. And then I would look for the posterior chest. I would look at that. So would you turn around for me? And I'm gonna palpate his I'm gonna palpate his back. I would do his ribs first. So let's see. Let me find his spinal cord. He's very muscular, so it's kind of hard to feel his ribs. So I'm gonna palpate for his ribs. All the way down. You're just so muscular. It's hard to feel them. Alright, well. Okay, and then I would look for the intercostal spaces. I palpate those. For purposes of this, I'm just going to do one side. And then I would look for the expansion when he's breathing. So I would take my hands and make a W. I don't know if you can see it. See. And we breathe in. Now. So they turn out when he breathes, which is normal, and it's even. So one doesn't stay stationary and the other move. They both move at the same time. And then for the Romeos, I'm gonna use my palms, and I'm gonna do let's see what angle do I go for? I would tell him to say the word 99 as I go down. So, will you say 99?
99.
Do it again.
99. 99. 99. 99. 99.
Alright, so it's even. The vibrations are even, so the sound travels evenly. And then I would look for his rib slope. So his posterior rib slope should be 45-degree angle, so about like that. I'm gonna feel for it. Like, why do you have to be so muscular? And then I would do percussion, which is I would use this finger, my middle finger, and I would percuss between the ribs, so the intercostal spaces, and on the ribs. Well, mainly in the intercostal spaces. I wouldn't really try to do on the ribs. So let me looking for your ribs. You are so muscular. Alright. Okay. And I would do the other side too, but I'm just gonna do one side. And then I would do the oh my goodness, it's a big word. Oh my gosh, what is it called? The oh my goodness. Well, I know what I'm doing, so it's a big word, and I'm going to measure the resonance and the dullness of the sound. So I would palpate, and I would tell him to breathe in, and he's going to hold his breath, and I'm going to palpate down until I hear it dull. So that's about where it dulls. Can you put your hand there where my finger is? Hold it right there for a second. Sorry, I have to draw on you. And then will you breathe in and then breathe out all the air you can and hold that. I'm gonna say about right there. And then I would measure that. Let's see, centimeters. This is about 4.5 centimeters, which is normal because it's from 3 to 6. Now you have marks on your back, sorry. And then, I would do the, oscillation. So I don't have a stethoscope, so I'm just gonna use my fingers and pretend I have a stethoscope. And I would do, I would check for the character of his breathing, so like the sounds, if it's clear, or if it's like, there's any like crackles or anything, any wheezing or, yeah. So I would check for that, and I would start up here, and I would have him breathe in as I move. So breathe in, breathe out, and then breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and then breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in, breathe out, and then breathe in, breathe out. And then I would do the other side. And then I would look for the voice sounds. So I would do the same thing, and first I would do brachyphony. I think that's what it's called. And then I would have him say 99 as I go down the same pattern. So would you say that for me?
99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99.
Alright, and then I would do the other side. And on this, you want to listen to see if you hear the 99 is dull. If that's normal, if it's dull. If it's clear, that means you have there's abnormal problems. And the next thing I'm gonna do is check for euphony or egophony. I think that's what it is. I really need to study up on that. And then I would have him say E as I do the same pattern. So say E.
E, 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 E.
Alright, and if I heard him say, or if it sounded like he was saying A, that means there's abnormalities. And then I would have him do the whisper, this is another big word. I know it starts with a P. But I would have him say 1, 2, 3, whispering. So you just whisper 1, 2, 3. So I would do that again on both sides, and I shouldn't hear it. If I hear it, then that means there's abnormalities. So let's see, what would I do next? Next, I would do, well, I would check the anterior chest. So I would be done with the back, and look this way. I would turn it all the way around. I would first, like, I would do all the same things I do on the back as I would do on the front. And all she wants us to check for is the anterior angle of the ribs, and that should be 90 degrees or less. So I would check, well, this is your notch, so your ribs are your sternum, ribs. So it's right here, and yeah, it's about less than 90 degrees. So that's normal. And that is the end of the assessment.